Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another video. My name is Prevail. I'm your host with the most, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I've completely lost faith in the FPS scene as a whole. Unfortunately, as most of you XDefiant fans know, XDefiant's being shut down in 6 months in June. It's heart-wrenching. It's terrible. Dude, if I think about it too much, honestly, I want to shed a tear, and I won't because, no one wants to see a grown man cry about a game. But I'm just being honest, right? I'm always going to be real here on this channel. I'm just going to state my feelings. I have dropped a tear. It makes me sad. I've lost all faith in the FPS scene. And it's all thanks to fucking Ubisoft, my bad. Man, they dropped, if they're dropping the ball big time, right? They're putting all their faith in the newest Assassin's Creed game, but that's such a bad idea to me. That game's gonna not be the best. I honestly think XDefiant could or would be if they tried. They're like a really good backup plan, a money maker if they put a lot of their, eggs in the basket of XDefiants. Instead, they're just gonna shut it off. Ubisoft as a company is burning, right? That's why they have to get rid of this game. They need more money. This game is just taking money away from them. They don't want to do that. It's a whole scenario. I won't talk about the whole XDefiant thing too much here, but that's the main reason I've lost faith, is because I truly think this is the last arcade shooter, that's for sure, that I'll like. It's so sad. I've lost faith in Call of Duty years and years ago. Of course, it's the matchmaking. It's manipulation. Of course, we've all heard it. We all know about it. We all deal with it when we play the game, right? And this game, ping was king. You found a match with somebody who had the greatest connection to you or for you, and then from there on, it puts you in a lobby, and then a team balances it exactly how it should be. I don't understand why. Well, I guess I do. It makes money, and it's proven to keep retention spans or people on the game, right? Skill-based matchmaking is what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, it's never gonna go away, and I feel like the younger kids enjoy it, right? It works for them, especially because a lot of them don't know it's even a thing. It's a mind trick. It's what SBMM is. You do good for a few games, or maybe you do good for 1 or 2 games, not even a few, maybe even just one. And then you get punished with good players, and then you want to do good again, so you play another match. And if you don't know how it works, then this works, right? This trick works, right? But if you know how it works, the matchmaking works, it's kind of draining. It's like, oh, this lobby's easy because it gave me an easy lobby, not because it was random, right? Not because some people just happen to be good in my lobby, because that's just how the matchmaking worked. No. It's so unfortunate that that's the way it's going. I hate the matchmaking, but I understand it works. Fortnite OG, right? I won't talk too much about Fortnite, but the first day OG dropped, like the OG recently, the first day, no SBMM was there. They tried to go back to how it actually was, make it OG as possible, right? Or at least a lot closer. There were some things that could have made it even more OG that they didn't do. But regardless, they removed it for a day. Tons of little Timmys complained that they were getting pooped on, right? And it was hard, don't get me wrong. But earning that victory at the end of finally surviving 100 real players that you don't know are good or bad, that was amazing. And that's the same way in every single FPS game, or just any game. Like, Fortnite's not an FPS game, obviously, but all of us older players loved that. The newer players hated it. That's mainly why they switched it. They added bots into it and added SBMM. It's just it's heart-wrenching knowing that this game's being shut down. And I don't know, man. I don't think there's going to be another game like it. This game has so much potential, soul, and passion. The developers, dude, insane maps. Name a game that has better maps than this. There isn't. Bro, it's like they studied the best Treyarch maps and put it into XDefiant style. And they have all the Ubisoft's games and franchises they can pick from. Man, They dropped the ball too early with XDefiant, but yeah, pretty much long story short, because of every single game being manipulated with its matchmaking and me knowing exactly how it works, it's draining, right? Call of Duty isn't fun, and even if there was no SBMM, they have such bad practices. There's AI, the maps are terrible. I mean, Activision as a company in a whole is absolutely terrible. Man, I just don't see another FPS game coming along that's gonna grab my attention. Kind of have a little faith in Splitgate 2, but not really, dude. It's nothing like this game to me. This game made me feel like I was a kid playing Black Ops 2, just never wanting to get off. And with this latest update, just seeing, you know, what the next year could have looked like if they just, you know, let XDefiant cook longer, right? Everything was rushed with it. It's so sad. The developers deserve better. We as a community deserve better. Ubisoft deserves to burn. I'll be honest. I hope they get bought out. But it's so sad. I'm gonna quit yapping here about that. But pretty much since XDefiant's going away, I really don't know what I'm gonna do with this channel. I'm gonna start branching off, I think, to just doing what I want to do. I have an idea in mind of the type of like content I want to make. I'm thinking about just going and playing games, classic games that I missed on when I was a kid, because I didn't have the best childhood. There's so many classic 360 games, for an example, I've never touched. And I think I also might want to get into, I don't know, some real life topics, not any like government type stuff, right? I really don't care. We're screwed. But I'm talking about just things that I think people would agree with. I don't know. Things like just general life things like a 9 to 5 and how, I don't know, just things like that. Just stay tuned if you're interested. But I'm going to be going back to older games, playing what I want, some scary games here and there. Definitely going to be playing XDefiant until I can't anymore. But yeah, FPS, dude, I think it's done for. I think it's going extinct, especially the arcade shooter, for sure. Extinct. It's so sad. Ubifail is what they should be called. I hope they get their head out of their asses, right? But hey, you know, they haven't fixed Rainbow Six Siege. There's so many problems with that game years and years and years and years later. I give it credit, it's still doing well, but there's so many things they don't fix. They just don't care. There's so many examples of them dropping the ball with games. And if they weren't under Ubisoft, they'd be better. But yeah, I feel so bad for Mark Rubin and the team. Right before Christmas, laid off. Unfortunate, man. Folks, that's all I have for this video. If you guys are interested in the future content, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to start grinding it. If you like older games, nostalgic type videos, I'm going to try to bring that back. There's so many games I missed I'm interested in. Stay tuned. Here's your host with the most, Prevail here, signing out.